What's up, investors? Welcome to Money Talk, the number one news source and known information source for everything and anything regarding the stock market, the financial world, and more specifically, NEO. Today, guys, we got a special video on NEO where I'm going to be confessing to some things that I don't really like to confess to. And on top of that, we're going to be discussing why is NEO down today and where is NEO headed from here on. But guys, before we get to that, if you're watching this video on anything other than the YouTube app, there's going to be a button up there that says open an app, go to app. I want you guys to press on that. It will take you directly to the YouTube app on your device. It will take you out of this weird template, whether you're on Google Chrome or Safari browser, and it'll make the video a whole lot more pleasing to your eyes. So now that you've done that, let's get this video on NEO started. NEO. Oh boy. Well, a stock that was sitting at $53 just about 6 months ago is now sitting at $36, down almost over 30%. Not almost, but down over 30%. But what is going on to NEO, and why couldn't it hold the $40 level earlier this week and is down to $36 right now? Well, one simple question, or rather one simple answer. Drum rolls, please. Omicron. Welcome to the stage, Mr. Omicron. All right, guys, Omicron is the reason why NEO is not doing so well. Now, you may be wondering, how is an electric vehicle company related to the COVID virus, right? Because after all, it would make sense for Macy's to shut down. It would make sense for airlines to do poorly. It would make sense for movie theaters to go out of business. But an electric car company? Whoa. Cars can't get the COVID, right? So what is going on? But the truth is, guys, it's deeper than that. And it's all about the shortages, right? The supply shortages, the chip shortages that we were all worrying about earlier. Well, yeah, earlier this year, but not early in the year, just earlier this year. About, I would say, a couple of months ago, right? Mid-2021 is when the concerns for chip shortages regarding the cars came out, right? The electric vehicles. And that was kind of part of the reasons why NEO's earnings weren't so good this quarter, right? The last quarter, or the third quarter to be more specific. And Tesla's, on the other hand, where Tesla had some blockbuster earnings because Tesla got to get to the chips first, all right? And that's basically what happened. Now, what does this mean, and should we be concerned? Well, personally, I believe that the Omicron virus is nothing to really be worried about. And actually, the virus doctors, I forgot the name for virus doctors, virologists, I think maybe that's what it's called, right? They in South Africa, where the Omicron virus, where the Omicron variant actually mutated, came out and said, look, guys, this variant isn't deadly, all right? It's nowhere near as deadly as the Delta or the original variant, but however, when a virus is less deadly, it is more contagious. And that's basically how viruses go, all right, guys? I'm not a doctor, but from what I've heard on the many episodes of Joe Rogan, all right, guys, where I get all my scientific data from, it's true, I do. Anyways, so a virus is either very deadly and not very contagious, or it's very not deadly and very contagious, okay, guys? And Omicron seems to be the latter of the two. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, first of all, it means that it gets confusing, right? It gets confusing because it all comes down to the United States, right? It all comes down to the government choices. And what is the government worried about? Is the government worried about numbers? Are they worried about case numbers, or are they worried about death numbers, right? Because if the government is okay with the cases going up and the deaths remaining low, then there will be absolutely no lockdown, there will be no chip shortages and no supply chain shortages and etc. Okay, but however, on the other hand, if the country cares about case numbers and they're seeing that, oh my god, the case numbers have doubled in the previous month, we need another lockdown, then absolutely they're going to go into a lockdown mode, such as Germany, right? Germany already went into lockdown today. News came out, I think it was literally like 10 minutes ago before I'm recording this video, right? So Germany's going in lockdown, which is not a good sign, right? Which is not a good sign when one country goes into lockdown because of a variant. It kind of sets the stone for other countries. Now, however, the United States, Joe Biden, right? Mr. Sleepy, right? Came out and said, yo, no, I'm joking. That's not what he said. He came out and said, look, guys, he basically presented his 5-step plan on regarding the Omicron virus, and a lockdown was not part of that. Okay, there was no lockdown mentioned during his plan. Now, all Joe Biden slander aside, I actually like Joe Biden. Okay, I don't mind Joe Biden. Do I think he's a little bit too old? Yes. Do I agree with Elon Musk a little bit? Maybe, right? Anyways, going back to what I was saying, right, regarding there being no lockdowns in the United States, this is a good sign. Okay, this is a good sign, and this is why we saw a whole lot of stocks today in the retail sector and in the recovery sector have a huge bounce, right? For example, the airlines did very well, the cruises did very well, right? AMC was doing very well, and etc., right? These companies were doing very well. Now, as to why NEO is still not doing well, that doesn't make sense to me, right? Considering NEO Day is just around the corner, I may be picking up some shares as well, right? Okay, so that's the news. That's why NEO is not doing very well. It's basically Omicron fears. Now let's get to my dark confession. All right, guys. But guys, before we get to that, just a quick update that we've now extended the Money Talk Trade Alert program's discount to yet another month for December. All right, guys. So, but at the end of this year, end of the year sale, it's done. All right. Now, for those that don't know what my Money Talk Trade Alert program entails, these are basically my trade alerts throughout the month with a 10% profits guaranteed on all closed positions. That's right, 10% profits guaranteed. And we also do a $200 month lottery, 1 out of 20 chances. Why is it 1 out of 20 chances? That's because the discounted version, the $20 version, guys, closes off at 20 spots. Now 7 spots are already taken, so 13 spots remaining. Get yours fast. Now, if you can make it to this $20 version, check out the $30 version, which is the usual price, right? Which is not the discounted version. That one has unlimited spots, and we are looking forward to you joining our Discord community as well, right? Alongside all the perks also comes an exclusive Discord community with a lot of like-minded investors that love talking about stocks, and you also get 24 access to the man himself, Money Talk. So you can ask me about certain stocks, you can maybe show me your portfolio, and I can show you my portfolio, and we can just talk about, okay, what is going on, and etc. So with that being said, guys, check that out. The link is in the comments. First comment, press on it. It's a pinned comment. It's my comment. Sign up. So now let's get talking about my dark confession. Okay. I paper-handed NEO. That's right. I paper-handed NEO. Now, was I kind of right to paper-hand NEO? Maybe, because I did sell NEO at $39.50, and right now NEO is down approximately 10% from there. Now, why did I do so? I've mentioned this in my previous videos, and that's because of the China FUD, right? NEO being a Chinese stock, and I promised myself that there will be no more Chinese stocks in my portfolio, and that was the only reason why I did so. Considering there was a company that delisted last week, right, from the Nasdaq, just because China wanted it to, literally just because they wanted it to, right? And just to kind of mess up the relations between the China and US relations and kind of set fear inside the market, in the US stock market, regarding Chinese stocks, which they succeeded, right? Congratulations, Chinese government, you did it. All right. And still, you know, so it makes you think, right? It makes you think, oh my God, if they did it to that company, they could just do it to NEO. But however, my way of thinking was maybe a little bit irrational and a little bit too harsh, because the truth is that NEO does need all this money from the New York Stock Exchange that's getting plummeted into it, right? I mean, the company is getting $57 billion basically, right? 57 is worth, as a market cap of $57 billion. Therefore, this is kind of, NEO is kind of in a different situation than other Chinese listed stocks, because this is a Chinese operated company, but is dependent on the New York Stock Exchange and the US citizens' money. Okay, so we won't see a delisting in a while, at least. I believe, I hope, I pray, please God. Okay, seriously, because you can't tell. And I remember I had somebody commenting saying the New York Stock Exchange will never let the Chinese government delist NEO. The Chinese government can't just delist NEO, which I replied to it saying the Chinese government will do and can do whatever the F the Chinese government wants to do. And that's just the truth, guys. That is the scary, scary truth, right? But nobody's going to say, nah, don't, you guys can't delist this company. What? No, it doesn't work like that, right? But however, like I said, let me just fix my camera, right? Like I said, NEO does seem dependent on the New York Stock Exchange's money as of right now, therefore making it a safer bet against the Chinese delistings. So with that being said, I might or might not post a buy trade, a trade alert tomorrow or the day after regarding, we'll also see what is happening in the market, right? How the market plays out end of this month, because maybe it does get worse better than it gets better before it gets better. So we'll see how it goes, right? With that being said, guys, check out the trade alert program. I'm going to be posting some trade alerts maybe tomorrow or the day after. Maybe from NEO, maybe not NEO, maybe some other stocks that I've been keeping my eyes on, right? Because right now, guys, the market is beat, all right? The market is beat, and it can only get so much worse, all right? It can get a whole lot better, while it can get only so much worse. Okay, so I'm very optimistic about where the market is right now, and I do believe that if you're going to buy some shares, you should be buying them. December, early January is going to be very good timing to buy stocks and join the stock market. So with that being said, make sure you guys check out the trade alert program and also subscribe for more NEO videos. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay green, stay investing. Money Talk.